Do you love florals or anything pretty? If so, I'll show you how to knot the cutest beaded daisies into a wristlet pattern you will actually use. Here and welcome to BOCHIKNOT Macrame. In this video, I will be going over a super cute macrame wristlet pattern with beaded daisies. This is a very fun project to make. You can change up the colors of the cords to your own style. You can use a different color for the base pattern and a different color for the daisies, or you can keep it all the same color if you prefer. Knots are also simple to make, and I'll be walking you through step by step on how to do that. So if you are a beginner with macrame, this is a doable project for you. But be warned, once you make one of these, you may want to make a few more because they are just that fun to make. And without further delay, let's get right into it. So for this project, I'll be using these materials. You'll need a swivel lobster clasp, and I'm using this rose gold one right here with a regular small ring at the bottom. And then you'll need some large hole beads. These are quite big. They have, I think, a 9mm hole, which is perfect for 2 strands of 3mm or 4mm macrame cord. And the cord I'll be using for this project is a 3mm 3-ply cord in natural. This is from our recycled cotton cord line. And then I'll also be using this ombre rainbow cord. It's a really beautiful cord that seamlessly changes colors throughout with the pastel colors you see here. And this is our limited edition recycled cotton cord. If you're interested in any of the materials I've used in this video, I'll link them in the description below. To begin, we're going to start with our lobster clasp. We're just going to pin or tape down the top of it so that it doesn't move around while you're working on the pattern. And then with whatever color cord you choose, I'm using the natural colored cord for the base part of the pattern. I'm going to take a strand of cord at 300 centimeters long, and I'm going to attach it to the bottom of the lobster clasp with a lark's head knot. And then take the second cord at 300 centimeters long and do the same thing right beside it. Once the lark's head knots are made, what we're going to do is make the wave braid, or I think there's another name for this particular senet called the friendship bracelet knot pattern as well. So what we're going to do to make this braid is we're going to separate out the far left and far right cords. Now we're going to start the braid about 1 inch down, just so we leave room at the end for the gathering knot to form the wristlet. So we're going to start here. So starting with the far left cord, make a loop about 1 inch down, take the far right cord over, underneath, and then through the right loop. And then here's where you'll tighten. It's not going to be very tight for the first knot because we are making it 1 inch down. You can let it be crisscross like that right there. That's totally fine. And then we're just going to repeat this over and over. So starting with the far left cord again, make a loop, take the far right over and through the right loop. You're going to see the wave braid start to form once you make a few more. So we already have that first section there. We're going to keep repeating a few more times down underneath. That's what it looks like. Make sure that when you do tighten it nice and snug, pulling on all of the working cords. Now for this pattern, we're just really working with the far left and far right working cords. The middle two cords are anchor cords. So tighten it every time. And now we're just going to repeat it several more times. Keep repeating the pattern until you have a total of 10 inches from the top of the pattern to the bottom. So once you have 10 inches of the pattern made, this is what it should look like. Now some of your knots may be a little bit looser, some of them may be a little tighter. You can actually tell from the back how much of a gap you have left in between each of the knots. So some are tighter, some are looser. We're just going to tighten them all so that they're consistent. I'm just shifting the knots at the back up. And then once done, we can now add on the flowers at the bottom. For this part of the pattern, you can actually tape down the bottom of the wave braid. And then now you can use a second color for the flowers. I'm using this ombre rainbow cord. You're going to need 2 strands at 150 centimeters long, and we're going to measure one end of the 2 cords to 40 centimeters. And we're going to fold them over so that the 2 40 centimeter ends are in the middle. Then we're going to crisscross the base cords here, like so, and with the 2 color number 2 cords, like so, we're going to attach it onto the overlapped cords with reverse accent knots. So remembering that the middle 2 cords are the 40 centimeter lengths. So taking the right one under through the loop for a reverse accent knot, and then under through the loop for a reverse accent knot, once done and tightened, what we're going to do is with the longer cords on the right side, we're going to make 3 consecutive vertical accent knots. So you go under, over and through the right, under and through the right, we're going to repeat this 2 more times, over, through the right, under, through the right. And then repeat once more, over, through the right, under, through the right. Okay, now we do the same thing on the left side. So taking that far left cord in the middle, over through the left, under through the left, over through the left, under through the left, and then over through the left once more, and then under and through the left. Okay, so once we're done, we can now take one large hole bead with the middle two cords. We're going to thread them through the large hole bead like so, and then to close off our first daisy flower pattern, crisscross the base cords together. And then now what we're going to do is with the 4 vertical colorful cords, we're going to take the far right cord over the overlapped cords and through the right, and then pull on it to tighten. Do the same thing with the middle right cord, over through the right, tighten. Then with the middle left, we're going to go the opposite direction, so over through the left, and then for our left one, over and through the left. And then we're going to pull on the anchor cord ends and then re-tighten all of the vertical cords. We do want to pull on it so you don't see much of the anchor cords, and really we just see the flower. And so we have now completed our first daisy pattern. We're going to repeat again with another one. So taking the far right and far left cords, make another 3 consecutive vertical Lark knots on both sides. Once done, thread the bead through the middle 2 cords. And then same thing as what we've done right above, cross over the base cords and then attach all 4 vertical cords onto the base cords with 1/2 inch knots. Once 2 of them are complete like so, repeat for 1 more daisy pattern underneath. Once all 3 are done, this is what the pattern looks like. And then all that's left to do is to seal the ends here with the 1 inch gap we left at the beginning with a gathering knot. So what I'm going to do is actually with the 2 longer anchor cords, I'm actually going to cut off the excess. I'm just leaving a few inches. And then with one of the cords, I'm going to use that as a working cord for a gathering knot. So make sure that the lanyard is facing the appropriate direction, everything is matched up. The end should be matched up there so that it's just the gap left, and then we can make the gathering knot. So I'm going to make it here. Actually, I'm going to turn around and make it here so I can see where the gap is. That's where we need to fill. So take the working cord, make a loop, take the long end, wrap it around several times. Make sure it's nice and snug when we wrap it around to prevent it from getting undone too easily. And then we're going to keep wrapping it around right underneath until we reach the bottom of that 1 inch section. Just going to wrap it one more time. Once you're there, bring the cord through the loop we made in the beginning. And then with that top end, oh, it's back here. Make sure that the knot goes underneath the gathered knot. And then once that's done, this is what the pattern should look like. So once we have the gathering knot made, you do want to pull on all of the anchor cords to make sure there's no scrunched up cords and that everything looks right. If not, adjust if need be. Make sure there's no scrunched up cords. I'm just going to pull on the blue one to tighten. Looks like everything looks good. Okay, once everything does look good, then we can trim off the excess cords on both sides. So be careful not to cut any of the actual pattern. Can clean it up so that it looks a little nicer. And once done, this is what the pattern looks like. And that concludes our macrame beaded daisies wristlet tutorial. I hope you guys enjoyed this one. This is such a fun project to make, and its cute and practical design makes it a great gift as well. If you guys enjoyed this video or you are enjoying learning macrame, we do have more exclusive macrame videos going over more intermediate and advanced projects such as 3D animals, flower wall hangings that you will find only on our YouTube membership or on our BOCHIKNOT macrame community on Patreon. If you guys are interested in learning more, I'll post links to those in the video description below. As always, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.